Okay, Nahida, lingering warmth. Saptientia oromas dis chap. What freaking Latin shit is this? God. I'm gonna do the Nahida story quest because I literally just did the Sumeru Archon quest, all of it. God, it's just one slow rage, me just wanting to strangle something. Dream of awakening. One day, you and Paimon notice that many people in Sumeru are walking about dreams. Ah, damn it!
Hello, traveler. Have you ever heard of a moment of dreams?
Have I heard of The Greatest Showman starring Hugh Jackman? Oh no, I don't know. Moment of Dreams was that.
Oh, that sounds like some kind of sweet drink.
I never anticipated bar joke at this point, but what the hell? Hugh Jackman moment. P.T. Barnum.
I'm afraid not. It's the name of an event we started to hold regularly.
It's a random name for a drink we have at the bar.
Dreams have become quite the hot topic in Sumeru, and many people are excited to share the dreams they've seen at night.
Oh, God!
The same goes for me. The last time I dreamed was when I was but a little child, so I can't help but feel excited and nostalgic about dreaming again.
The last dream I had, I was in an anime episode, and it was so goddamn fantastic, I never wanted to wake up again.
Oh, right. Everyone's able to dream again now.
Oh wait, because they weren't able to because of the Akasha, but now that that's being turned off, everyone's able to sleep, but now the idea of being able to sleep is somehow seen as a novelty instead of something like it hasn't, so what?
Yes, we organized an event to give everyone with new dreams a platform to freely share their experiences.
Oh dear God. What kind of shit am I going to be able to see here?
And thus our event, A Moment of Dreams, was born.
What am I going to find there? Or no, that's the banner. What am I going to find?
So, it's kind of like a fireside chat.
No. This is more like, let's see what kind of weird subconscious shit we can bring into real life.
You could say that. We hear all sorts of wild and fabulous stories every day. Really, why not have a listen for yourselves?
Oh, God.
Yeah, but to us, dreaming is as normal as breathing.
Actually, no. Dreaming takes a while. Breathing is manual or automatic. Dreaming is mostly automatic. You can't manually dream your way into the thought process. Unless you take a crap ton of melatonin before you sleep, then I don't know, just dive right into it.
Wait, but if there are free drinks and snacks involved, then Paimon might consider it.
What if you have to use the washroom? Then what?
Oh, really? So you mean you've already seen many dreams?
Yes! Some are good, some are bad. Some I don't even know how to describe because for some reason they're too far in between the good and bad part.
But no need to get so excited. It's really nothing special.
Because some people, like, just the idea of being able to record dreams brings up so many other questions. Like, have you ever thought it'd be a good thing? And just the fact that, like, everybody's like, oh, it's a new thing, and nobody thinks it's, like, a judgmental thing. And, like, okay.
No. We need experienced participants like you to share your experiences with dreaming.
Why? Okay. I have many other questions. Like, if people weren't able to dream while they're wearing the Akasha, then how the hell were they able to get some rest?
Please allow me to address you two as dream experts.
That's not an expert if there's some part of me that's in La La Land and some part of me that's in real life land.
Oh, expert? Paimon kinda likes it.
Now you seem interested. Please, follow me to the meeting place. It won't take much of your time.
Now you're interested when I butter you up.
Rest assured, you'll find all the drinks and snacks you'd like there.
I'm pretty sure in order to be in La La Land and Dreamland, I would have to be rest assured. I don't know why the snacks and drinks, but okay.
Wow, how accommodating.
Yes, all because it's free food.
Sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. We should see what the traveler thinks first.
That's how you know I'm on my phone.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Because the traveler is mute like 90% of the time, except for special cutscenes where the traveler actually says. I don't really think.
Alright.
Very good.
Follow me into La La Land. Lingering Warmth. Why is it called Lingering Warmth?
Do you know what's the most important part of being an expert?
Well, I suppose it must be accumulating knowledge and sharing your experiences?
No, knowledge!
It's us?
No. No, both of you shut up. Eve!
Okay.
Okay, skip the cutscene, skip the dialogue and the cutscene. As Nahida puts it,
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. We finally have some real dream experts joining us.
Shut up. Like I was about to say, like I was about to say, experts share knowledge. Knowledge can be understood. Dreams can't be understood. So how can you share that which cannot be understood?
Esteemed experts, this way, please. Now, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them.
Can I record dreams and show everyone the weirdest, deepest, and most illegal, possibly unethical desires?
They must be dream experts from another land. Great!
Why do you see dreams as a novelty? Because everyone was hooked up to the brain internet for the past 5 acts, and now it's like, huh, so that's what the thing is when you, like, not be awake. Sleep! Huh.
Oh, I have a question. Me first! Me first!
Do it.
No rush. Everyone, please line up and ask in an orderly fashion.
After some initial commotion, everyone forms a queue. Oh, God. What would you like to dream?
Wow. Paimon didn't expect them to be so enthusiastic.
Because no one around here has ever slept. And no one around here has ever kept memories. But that brings another, like, another bigger topic. Like, what happens if someone has ever had a traumatic event because while they were wearing the Akasha, they weren't able to remember it, but now that they have dreams, they can remember shit? And if someone who's had that traumatic event is able to remember, they're like, oh, I don't want to do dreams anymore! Like, it brings up so many other questions.
My question is simple. My everyday life is very difficult, so I would like to become a slime in my dreams. How can I do that?
Why, you must think of yourself as a gigantic caramel flan, except you are green, the color of the tree behind you.
Oh, Paimon knows! Paimon's had this the first time, Paimon became an animal slime. Paimon was shot by an adventurer's arrow and flew in the sky all night long.
What?
The second time, Paimon became a dendro slime. A group of bees thought Paimon was a radish and pulled out all the grass on her head. Oh, it was super painful.
I have more questions after this. If Paimon is describing, like, taking on the existence of something else, which, yeah, it could be considered a dream. But now it brings up a question like slimes that are dealing with other things. Like, what if you dream that you are a slime and you're about to be at that point? I don't know. I'm getting so goddamn deep with this shit.
The third time, Paimon became a cryo slime. In the end, Paimon was captured by a chef and turned into a smoothie.
I don't know what to say at that point, except that, are we just living another life? Is life a dream, or is the dream a life?
And the fourth time, Paimon became a powerful Geo slime and went to take revenge, but then the boar showed up with all of its relatives and Paimon lost again.
But then they came in numbers, and then I screwed up.
Wait, why did all of your dreams end so tragically?
Because why is everybody killing off slimes?
Because slimes are monsters, even though they look and end up getting killed by adventurers.
Is it really a dream at that point? Because usually dreams are not, obviously not realistic. But when you're taking on a life form that has some consistency, it kind of, like, if you're in a world that has some form of boundaries, because dreams don't have boundaries, it really makes me wonder whether or not it is a dream.
Things don't tend to end well for monsters. Believe Paimon.
At least she's grabbed the standard tropes for the adventure stories. Interesting it's called tropes because there is a lack of boundary for a trope.
I suppose you're right. They are monsters, after all.
So, why would you want to dream about something where you get killed for your materials? That's an even bigger question.
I just want to experience a different life, but it seems that becoming a monster would be even worse than my current life.
That almost sounds like another metaphor for another lifetime, but I'll just leave it at that.
Maybe I'd be happier if I became just a regular finch. Or fish.
How many other things do you want to dream about where you're either captured, killed, or poached for whatever you are?
Looks like being an expert is way easier than Paimon imagined.
No, that's just relaying your experiences and like, in the process of relaying your experiences, you're kind of giving some insight to it. I don't know. This is like storytelling time.
Next!
Oh,
Right.
It's my turn. Esteemed expert. I want to know what posture I should sleep in, so I can have the same dream as the one I had last night.
I don't know if that works, but what I do know what works is that if you wake up from said dream and you go back to sleep with the next few minutes, somehow you are able to load the same dream that you got out of. Also, for the same posture, please enlighten us, esteemed expert. You don't know.
You're supposed to be helping.
Right.
First, why don't you tell Paimon about the dream you want to have again?
Oh, it's quite ordinary. I sat and chatted with my wife on a sunny day, listening to the breeze blowing through the valley.
What?
Why don't you just find your wife and talk with her? There's no need to wait for a dream.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away.
Well...
Sorry. Paimon shouldn't have assumed anything.
Sure. Fine.
No, it's fine. I didn't make that clear. I just want a chance to see her again.
Have you tried looking at her photos? Let me guess, he doesn't have photos?
Yeah, it's not really about posture. What you think about right before falling asleep is probably way more important.
Oh, is that all I have to do?
Think about it. If you're the one thinking about her, and you're the one that'll be dreaming about her, then it'll be easier to connect your thoughts and dreams.
You do have a point. I'll give it a try tonight.
Oh, my turn, my turn. I want to know the name of the plant in my dream.
What did it look like?
I want to bring the souvenir box to my room into my dream.
What? I don't know. I don't think that works.
I dreamt of a raven flying over the wasteland last night. Does that have any kind of special meaning?
I don't know.
Hey, no rush. One at a time.
So much for forming a queue. After long, the experts finally conclude their work.
Their questions were way too difficult. We don't actually know anything more than they do. We're just more experienced dreamers, that's all.
They didn't care about the answers. It's like, I just want to know. I want to feel good. I don't care about what's actually right or wrong. Oh god, are we actually talking about somebody else now?
You do have a point. It's more rewarding to explore and contemplate the meaning of a question than to focus on the answer itself.
Oh god.
Right now, these people are like wanderers who've starved for 3 days and 3 nights and are desperate to replenish their energy. Any explanation they get now is like pure sustenance to them, no matter how good the explanation really is.
True. That is correct. But here's the problem. That's just a short example. These people have gone possibly an entire lifetime without dreams. So take that whole 3-day starvation and take it into a lifetime of starvation on a weird mental level.
Oh, and now that Paimon has said that, you know who comes to mind?
Nahida.
Bingo! If she was here, she'd probably be making some similar analogy.
But then again, there are some characters I do remember, like Dunyarzad, who had Nahida in her dreams, so there are some examples of people who do dream and then weren't on a lifetime. But yeah, it varies from person to person.
Unfortunately, she's super busy right now.
Dear experts, we have another guest who would like to consult you.
Ah, damn it.
But you saw how we answered all the questions just now.
Ah, but this guest is rather special.
Okay. Very much. Who? Is that frickin' Nahida? She just showed
My
up all...
question is, why didn't you immediately tell me about such an interesting place?
Interesting, she brings it up.
Huh? Nahida? How did you get here?
Like,
Interesting events like a moment of dreams don't happen every day after all. No matter how busy things are, I'd still set aside some time to check it out.
good.
Anyway, I really didn't expect to meet you here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right! If there's anyone that understands dreams, it's you! You should be able to help us answer all these questions. You're not wrong. Alright, they can ask me anything. The more interesting, the better.
Good, you can, take over for us. And then they all ask their questions silently. They're not sure how to ask it.
Huh? What's wrong? You were all so excited a minute ago. Why the sudden hesitation?
I think they all need to build up some courage. Like, they were fine. What does it matter whether it's the traveler, somebody nobody knows, but when it comes to somebody everybody knows, they're like, not sure.
Even so, it's not like I look super intimidating or anything, right?
No, but again, when I go back to the concept of dreams, dreams nowadays are seen as a novelty because the Akashas were taken away. But somehow not the Traveler is also considered to be a novelty within that. So I don't know, when some people don't want to, when they think of something new, they ask a new person, not whoever's already here.
And in terms of reputation and renown, you've also done many great things in Sumeru. Yet they didn't even flinch at you.
The same approach as an Archon. You have way more experience and ain't nobody's asking you. Interesting how that works out.
Alas, the interesting questions have all vanished in an instant. It appears I'm the one spoiling the fun here. I'll see myself out.
Nah, I'll get everybody to ask the questions.
That's not... I don't want to get in the way of the original purpose of a moment of dreams, which is to let people gather here and freely share their marvelous dream. Now the atmosphere here is like water poured into a container. The water is more secure and settled, but it has lost its free-flowing nature from the river.
If you're talking about, like, the idea in a container is like the mind is closed off, all you gotta do is empty the container, and it'll all be good. Interesting I say that while holding a bottle of water.
I just want it to be another drop in the water, not the cold and restrictive container.
You're more like a visitor than the actual container. The people around you are the containers of dreams in which you go under. So if anything, you are that drop of water.
She's sulking.
Yes, she is, because she's like, oh, why don't everybody look at me? I actually have the experience.
Hey! It's alright, everyone! No need to be shy. The Dendro Archon is really nice, so please just go ahead and ask.
Be nice.
Otherwise she'll leave.
Be nice to God. She actually knows what she's doing. God loves all her gay people.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Sounds like a weird protest somewhere.
Oh, it's the slime guy.
Hey, drop the nicknames, would you? Besides, I don't want to become a slime anymore. Maybe a finch or fish is more suitable for me.
Finch.
I see. So you want to become a small animal in your dreams, right? Why do you think that sounds good to you?
I guess I just want to experience something different. My everyday life is nothing but the same.
I want to see somebody else's life. I want to see outside myself. I know I'm boring as shit, but I want to experience the weird, boring shit out there.
The sky is right above me and the ocean just over the horizon, yet I remain caged in a life of monotony.
So you want to experience something new in your dreams? Sorry. I'm getting a little confused. Why don't you seek out some new experiences in real life?
I am. That's why I'm trying to join the military.
Because if I don't work, I won't have any mora. Sure, I don't want to be out hammering nails and cutting wood every day, but I have aging parents and young children to take care of.
Because it's hard to dream when you're stuck with work all the time! I would know.
By the time this all dawned on me, I realized that my life has already been filled to the brim by trifling matters, and I have no more freedom.
By the time I realized I'm working, I'd stop thinking about working and stop thinking about freedom.
But if that's the case, then even if you became a flying bird or swimming fish, you will still be hammering nails and cutting wood in your dreams.
Oh, as a butterfly? Wait, how? What? Butterfly cutting wood. How?
The reason is you've already been caged. It doesn't matter what your physical body turns into. Your mind will still be stuck in the same predicament.
I swear to God, if I ever join the military and I have to be sent somewhere else, I'm gonna be dreaming of killing people here and there, just to my own subconscious. And then I wake up.
Really? That sounds pretty terrible. Then what should I do?
Take a break from your boring ass work every once in a while.
I don't know everything that you're going through.
Huh? Replacing my hammer?
That's right. Having worked for such a long time, you of all people must know what makes a good hammer.
Well, of course. A good hammer needs to be heavy enough to drive the nail in with just a couple taps. And the handle has to have a good grip to it, not too smooth. Come to think of it, I haven't replaced my current hammer in quite some time.
You should replace it. Then decorate the handle with something you like. Maybe some ornaments, fur, or hard leather wrapping.
Fur?
Then write the names of your children on it.
Be more creative with your hammer. Okay.
That makes sense. I think it'd give me a good boost of energy at work.
By using a little creative hammer at work.
A new sense of adventure often begins with the little things in life.
Okay.
You don't need to become a bird in the air or a fish in the sea. You only need to do your best in life, and all those things you cherish will become your source of happiness.
Yes. Yes, I get it now. This is a real eye-opener for me. I'll go and pick out a new hammer right away. No, I should make one of my own. Thank you, Great Dendroarchon.
That's our Nahida. Only you would know how to get right to the heart of the problem.
Because it's not even a question. Like, why do people want dreams? Is it really to, like, look at the actual dreams that they try to get because their real life would still butt in? Or is it just what their dreams say about their real life is more important?
Actually, I didn't really understand the problem.
And yet you sort of understood the solution?
Huh? I gave him that advice because I once saw a worker doing the same thing. Whenever he became tired, he would look at some names on the handle of his tool.
Because he mentioned monotony. So he got sick and tired of the same old.
After a moment, he'd start to smile. It really surprised me at the time. My guess is that the names on the handle were of important people to him.
You're just drawing from a similar example.
After observation, I know this kind of behavior motivates people. But why is that?
Something underlying.
Is it because of excitement, anticipation, or helplessness? I really don't know. And even if I could know what's going through his mind, it's still difficult to fully grasp his feelings.
Even the Dendroarchon, aka the God of Dreams, has a hard time understanding what the dreams are in some people's minds. Huh, even God doesn't know everything. Or at least this God.
Oh, Paimon gets what you mean. Huh. Paimon had no idea it takes you so much effort to understand these kinds of things.
Because she literally looks at people through their dreams and is connected to people. She kinda knows.
That's why I was a bit nervous just now. But luckily, seeing his happy face in the end reassured me that I didn't say anything wrong.
Because it wasn't a logical thing, it was an emotional thing.
Don't mind me, though. This is just my way of learning.
Okay. Sure, I'm happy if you ever need it.
Hey, don't forget about Paimon! Everyone knows that Paimon's also super skilled at reading people's feelings.
Says the person who had to convince everybody else to look at the Dendro Archon and look at her feelings, so it feels like you're getting jealous all of a sudden, Paimon! Also,
thanks, you too. That makes me feel a lot better. Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
it was a single day as the clouds move by and the shadow at the top left goes, and people are still here.
I already asked the experts my question earlier, but I wanted to hear the Dendro Archon's response too.
I wanted to get a second opinion because my first opinion probably was shit.
What should I do if I want to see my deceased wife in my dreams? every night?
Okay. Now we're going through something else.
Longing for the deceased.
Is she remembering something about the Greater Lord Rukadavada? No, she wouldn't be able to remember it anymore because in the previous Archon quest, she literally changed history, so that example doesn't count. So she has to go to a different example of deceased wives or partners. So
Even if you keep reliving those beautiful memories, it will only highlight the emptiness in your real life.
because the deceased wife is emptiness.
If your wife were still alive, she certainly wouldn't want to see you like this, would she?
No, I suppose not. But our time together in my dreams is not just reliving our past together.
But
I don't know. Maybe it's because I miss her too much. But it's really as if she had come back to life in my dreams.
are we talking about an actual dream thing, or is it like someone's controlling your dream and putting her in there?
She even remembers each and every dream. After I wake up and then continue dreaming again later, we can pick up our conversation right where we last left off.
That's an interesting one, because dreams are not usually consistent, but this one is consistent. So is it really a dream? Is someone actually going into his mind and putting his wife in there?
That's really amazing. Statistically speaking, continuous dreams are extremely rare.
So it's possible, but
It's almost as if my wife has obtained a second life in my dreams. But the more vivid she appears, the emptier I feel, and the more painful it is when I wake up. I don't know whether to call it a blessing or a curse.
huh. Okay, is it really a dream at this point?
Maybe all of this is rooted in your deep longing for her. Were there any unresolved matters or regrets between the two of you?
I don't know. I suppose my biggest regret is that I couldn't spend the rest of my life with her. I really felt like I was ready to move on. I wouldn't be so hesitant now if it weren't for these hyper-realistic dreams I've been having.
Okay, so maybe we do need to look into his example.
Huh. You know, they say that whatever's on your mind is what goes into your dream. But dreams are, and will forever be, just dreams. We are people living in the real world. It's not good to be overly obsessed with dreams. All it will do is fill up your mind and eat away at your thoughts.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm also a little disappointed in myself. I still need to take care of our child, and it's probably not good to let her see me in such a state. Anyway, thanks for your advice, Great Dendro Archon.
Okay, do you actually get to look into him? Or are we gonna talk to somebody else?
I'm a little worried about him. I hope you can find a way to cheer up soon.
Go inside his dreams!
I think I can handle things from here. You don't need to stay here if you find it boring. You're here to have a good time after all.
I thought we were here to record each other's dreams, but now we're just sharing it from life experiences. Is this really a dream? Like, when I hear share dreams, I'm like, share it, like, in front of everybody. Check the element who's depressed. You! Or talk to him.
Are you feeling any better now?
When you're that depressed, it's hard to feel better.
Yes. I think the Dendro Archon made a really good point. I need to stop dwelling on my wife like this and move on with my life.
Interesting, those two words rhyme, wife and life.
Now that I think about it, my wife and I always meet at a familiar place in my dreams. I know where that place exists in reality, but it's a bit far and dangerous. I don't dare to go there on my own.
Okay.
But at the same time, I feel as if I should go and have a look anyway. Perhaps I'll be able to move on once I see that there's nothing there.
Because somehow that's changed, but what if it doesn't?
Otherwise, I'll keep on feeling like everything is covered in a haze. Once I can stop dreaming about that place, I'll probably be able to get my life back together. Actually, you two are adventurers, right? If it's okay with you, could you escort me to that place?
Yes! Also, let's go get a breath of fresh air, even though we're already outside!
Yeah, it might also be a good tip, even if you can't see your wife there. Taking it.
Yeah.
Fine.
I hope so too.
Alright,
Go.
Go ahead and get yourself ready.
Speaking of longing for the teeth, better telling you about the Great Lord Rukadavada. Does she actually remember? Nahida should be at least know she once existed in the world. Interesting, Nahida looks at the Traveler when the Traveler's thinking of it.
Are you headed off to some interesting place without telling me again? Huh? Wait, aren't you supposed to be answering questions? I just finished, and they really got a lot out of it. So many interesting and novel thoughts.
Okay.
Anyway, it looks like you're going somewhere. Why don't you take me with you?
Yes!
Oh, there's no need to trouble you, Great Dendro Archon. I imagine you must have many other important things to deal with.
Just do it!
No need to stand on ceremony. Besides, I wouldn't have asked to come along if I didn't have a good reason.
Her reason is that she's going to go inside his dreams and actually figure out what's going on with him.
I wanted to use this opportunity to discuss with you some things that are puzzling me right now.
Huh. I didn't know the Great Dendro Archon could become puzzled too.
What? Who?
I'm not all that different from you, you know. Alright, let's go. We can talk on the way.
God's not so different. I better go with her. The whole Great Lord Rukadavada thing will take some time explaining. Does Nahida actually remember? There it is. And now it's nighttime.
Ah, it's always nice to go for a leisurely stroll.
Yes.
Huh. Do adventurers often go to places like this?
Yes!
I guess so.
So, this is where you always meet your wife in your dreams?
Why is it always here?
Yes, for the most part. Our place is on the summit, just up ahead.
Okay.
When I saw her in my dreams, we didn't do anything but talk about ordinary, mundane topics. I'd tell her about our daughter, Haidar, and she always listened intently.
Okay.
She would also reminisce about the past with me, telling me interesting stories and cracking jokes. It feels like no matter how long we may chat, it's never enough.
What?
Sometimes, it's the little things in life that matter the most.
Says the person who heard the other person say that.
This is the part I'm a little puzzled about.
Why Paimon literally plagiarized what you said?
I'm very familiar with dreams, and normally, they lack logic and continuity. But you said she could remember what you had told her before, right?
That's right. She always listened to me carefully in real life, and now, she's doing the same in my dreams. She always surprises me with some details from our lives in the real world. The fact that she can remember such things makes me feel like she's alive.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Usually things that remind you of in real life, in a dream, would normally cause you to wake up. But somehow you're not waking up, so...
Whoa, that's pretty weird. However, The problem is that his dreams have too much structure and continuity. Most dreams are far more fragile than you can imagine.
Yes. There's no structure or continuity.
For example, a loud noise outside your window in the real world could cause your dream self to get loaded into and fired out of a big cannon. Another example. If you're thirsty in the real world, then you might find yourself trudging through a desert in your dream.
I'm thinking of other dream examples from like Gumball, where Gumball's mother gets smothered by Richard, and Richard's having a dream. He's like, I'm a bun, I'm a tasty bun, whatever it was.
But the appearance of your wife seems unusually stable and unaffected by any outside interference. Statistically, this should be extremely rare.
I really wonder what statistic you are citing from this example to make this, this fictional example.
I don't understand it either. But I have no reason to suspect or reject these dreams. They're too beautiful.
I agree.
But I still want to figure out the how and the why. These kind of dreams are novel to me as well. That's why I want to have a look at the scene your dreams have been taking place at. Let's go. Just think of it as a nice little hike to the top of the...
Okay, unless you're teleporting or climbing, that's a whole other story. Yep.
Well, he really wasn't kidding. This place definitely isn't safe. No matter. We'll just finish them quickly. Huh? Are you good? Of course.
Ooh. Oh wait, this time I get to use Nahida. Interesting. They're chained.
Right now. In our button, right here.
Ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow!
Decided by destiny.
Nahida's very strank.
I see everything.
There's the person who's looking at everything. Yep. Wait, I killed him fast? Dang. I see a big golem back there.
The scenery here is amazing. Paimon wouldn't mind spending some time here every day either.
Because snacks and drinks have been mentioned.
I've yet to see anything strange about this place.
Aside from the golem down there.
I do not plan to deny the power of longing. Such an intense but unquantifiable emotion could indeed have the power to organize dreams.
She also has the ability to read minds of the people of Sumeru. Interesting that she turned her head when the traveler talked about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
His wife must be a really amazing person. Huh? Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, so you are waiting for me here? When the Dendro Archon said she wanted to come with me, I could hardly believe it. I'll bring Haidar once I'm more familiar with the way here. She's been telling me that she really misses you.
If you have her, you can use her on all the NPCs in Sumeru and read their minds. Okay.
Huh? What's wrong with him? There's nobody there.
Wait, Minar. Don't go that way. It's dangerous.
Uh-oh, he's gonna fall. Catch him!
Okay, how you're supposed to stop the man who's walking towards the edge of the cliff.
Whew. Luckily he didn't fall. But what was all that rambling about? He's in the dream now. What he said just now matches almost perfectly with the dreams he's described to us earlier.
You gonna help us see it in the dreams?
Oh, so he fell asleep and started to have the same dream?
While he is awake.
I find it a little strange as well, but we mustn't awaken someone while they're sleepwalking. All we can do is sit here and wait.
Really? Says the person who goes in dreams.
Huh? Minar. Where's Minar?
Oh, good! You're finally awake!
What happened?
You're sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking?
Yes!
Oh, right. It was all just a dream.
It was all a dream. The cheapest way any writer can make a story and just push the reset button.
The moment I reached the summit, I saw my wife, Minar, sitting there, and walked over to her. After I introduced her to you, she seemed a little flustered and started walking away. I told her to stop because of the cliff, and then she seemed to suddenly disappear. A strong wind started to blow around me, and the sky grew dark.
Was it because of the withering downstairs that somehow interfered with it?
When I realized something wasn't right, I woke up.
That sounds pretty wild.
I don't think so. I slept a lot yesterday, and I don't feel very sleepy now.
Maybe we've affected the way his subconscious constructs dreams by following him here. Anyway, all that matters is that you woke up safe and sound.
I think I know what happened now. I'm sorry.
Let's head back now. Don't come back to this place again for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Nahida, what's on your mind?
We still don't, so it's hard to draw any reliable conclusions yet. But I'm concerned that Ilmon's case may not be unique to him.
May not be. Interesting you say reliable conclusions, because I didn't think... Like, we're talking about dreams. I don't think the structure of an argument would apply here, but if you're trying to come up with an argument or a theory, then I'm wondering, what are you trying to come up with? What theory are you trying to do?
Oh, right! Come to think of it, there were lots of people from the event who had vivid memories of their dreams.
Maybe this phenomenon is already spreading?
Right. And not only at a moment of dreams, there may be people like this all across Sumeru.
So, it's not just him, it's other people?
We need to understand what's happening and the rate of its...
Then there's no time to lose. Let's head back.
And there's no time to waste! Let's go!
Stop standing there, Ilmon. Let's go.
He's like, what? And falls back down and sleeps. Okay.
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
So what?
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tataris Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person.
Interesting how this example coincides with Ilman's.
I want to write my essay on something interesting, and...
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay.
Did one of them just mention Tataris Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma.
So what? What would that mean? Why?
Is it just Paimon, or is it kind of unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
Interesting. It's like, oh, why would you want to write an essay about something that happened in Japan? Oh, I don't know. A lot of people like Japan.
Great. Let's go find out what this Tataris Suna means.
Okay. How would I know? Interlude. Wait. Oh, no. There's an interlude. That's not the actual story quest.
A few moments later.
This is the right one. Okay, here.
Oh, you're back already. How'd it go?
What? The guy who's trying to sleepwalk? Did we even tell you anything, and why would you be interested about hearing back from us?
We have an emergency on our hands. Please notify everyone here that while they can continue to discuss their dreams, they mustn't try to visit or recreate the locations and...
What? All right, but could you at least tell me what happened? You all look so serious.
We're investigating a dream problem, and I don't know why, because people are dealing with dream problems. So, Ped Rush, what happened in your dream with Ellen? Wait, what?
I never knew even a dream could be so dangerous. Don't worry. I'll be sure to notify all the event participants using the event registration list. I should be able to contact more...
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
Let me confirm if all of today's participants are still here. Atta has already left. It seemed that he was on his way to make a hammer, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh,
Wait a second. Where's Katya? Has anyone seen Katya?
Oh, I think she already left.
Oh no. Did she want to look for the place from her dreams too?
Can you tell us where she went?
Dang it. We gotta track somebody down before they walk off a cliff. Don't walk off the cliff. Don't walk off the cliff.
Yes, she did briefly mention it. Somewhere near...
Alright, thank you. Please help us tell the others not to do anything reckless.
Sure thing. Who would have known things would have turned out like this?
The developers? Okay. Also, we go here.
She's sitting over there. It's surrounded by monsters.
Come on, let's rescue her.
Do I have to kill every single one of them? Or can I talk to her? No, I gotta kill every single one of them.
This might hurt a little.
Come on.
I'm seeing...
Right now, right here. Emerge.
Come on. There we go.
Hey.
3, 2, 1. There we go. Dendrode.
Leave my space.
Grab. Get out of there, get out of there.
Delve into destiny.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fate is upon you. She seems to be in the same condition as Ilman earlier.
If she's trying to beat the plant, and he is very good for Hyper Bloom. Yes, she is. She's dead. She got the Dendro hard-hitting bit.
Yes, but luckily she hasn't been injured or jolted awake yet. Let's carefully move her somewhere safe.
See you tomorrow, Professor Aisha.
What?
Huh? What? Why am I back here again?
Nobody, you were dreaming just now.
Dreaming? But what about Professor Aisha?
What? I can't remember that example.
Oh, I see. It was all just a dream.
I thought my...
Well, that makes sense. After all, it hasn't changed a single bit.
I thought my professor was a goddamn plant.
Huh? What's it?
But then again, I got plants out in the kitchen, so I'm not gonna blame her.
Nearly 20 years, and it still hasn't bloomed.
What plant is it?
Does it have something to do with your dream? Please, tell us what you mean.
Okay. You wanna...
Sorry, I'm still feeling a little groggy. Please give me a moment here.
You want me to hyper bloom your plant?
Alright, where to start? Right, this plant. So, Professor Aisha gave me this plant just before she left.
You want me to hyper bloom the plant?
She was a good friend of my parents, and my first real tutor. She was also an outstanding Amorta researcher.
Muerta? It almost sounds Spanish. Like Muerta is like dead?
In addition to her extraordinary academic talents, she was also skilled in combat and would accept lots of work from the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, so you mean she's left on an adventure?
She's gone on a massive journey.
Yes. When I was about 10 years old, she told me that she must go look for the secrets of the Abyss, and that she would be gone for a long time.
Maybe she has joined the Abyss.
I grabbed hold of her and wouldn't let go. I didn't know what the Abyss was. I just knew that she was like family to me. She hugged me, and we cried for some time until I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was already back home.
Okay. Now I'm starting to see a pattern of people who have, like, deep wishes where they want to see somebody. There's always a sense of need or a lack that every single person has. Ilman has a lack for his wife, but now Katya has a lack for her professor. So, how many other people do we know that have this lack that they got within themselves where they want to see somebody?
She still decided to leave, but had left behind a letter for me saying that I was the person she cared for most in this world. She claimed that investigating the Abyss could help more ordinary people protect the people and things they care about.
Why?
She had obtained some important evidence during her past adventures. If she didn't set off right away, she might miss the perfect opportunity.
Wait, what?
Guess Ad Astra Abyssosque isn't just a slogan.
Maybe, should I tell you to shut up at this point? No, but Ad Astra Abyssosque is like look to the stars. I don't know if the Abyss is the same, but that's a whole other thing then and there.
She left a seed in the letter, telling me that if it sprouted and bloomed, then she'd come back no matter what sort of risky situation she was in.
Maybe you don't know how to take care of plants.
She said she looked forward to seeing me all grown up.
Well, you kind of are, but if she didn't see you, then...
But strangely, I've tried watering it, feeding it, everything I could think of. But I've never been able to get it to bloom.
Hyperbloom?
I even went to ask the Immorta researchers, and they couldn't explain it either.
Is this a plant that can be bloomed, or is it just one little fern plant that you can't seem to get past a certain stage?
May I have a look at the plant?
Of course. I was hoping the great Dendro Archon could help me solve this problem. I
was hoping that the nature god can learn how to solve this example of nature. I'm a plant god.
Let me see.
Huh? We've never seen that look on Nahida's face before.
She's a tree hugger. And a plant hugger. What is it? What is it? Wait, could it be an expression pleading for help? What?
She looks a little unwell. Hold on. We'll be right back.
In other words, we gotta get the hell out of here. Plant.
What's wrong, Nahida? You can't tell what's wrong with the plant either?
No, I immediately understood what's happening with that plant. I'm just not sure if I should say it.
Is it the soil?
This plant is not known to the academic world. It's a new species that our teacher managed to cultivate by some special means.
Okay, so now what?
Judging by its features, I can tell from the moment it sprouted, it'll never be able to bloom.
So it's never meant to bloom?
It can't be.
It means that this Professor Aisha she keeps mentioning might have foreseen the danger and was prepared to never return. From my experience observing people, she would undoubtedly regard this as a brutal revelation.
Oh, I kind of get it. I'm just a little bit slow. Okay, so it is just as Nahida said. The plant was never meant to bloom. That's rough, buddy. So, her researcher, Professor Aisha, was willing to go on a research journey and never come back, and the plant was sort of used as a distraction. So, it's kind of used to hide the truth. So the plant is fine. It's just that it's never supposed to bloom, but that just... she was given an idea that she can never come to.
When forced to confront such brutal truths, people may break down into tears, talk nonsense, or lose their tempers.
I talk nonsense all the time. That's just normal for me. Yeah, especially if I get tired. I can barely think after a 6-hour long live stream.
I know she has to face the truth, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Seems like you've already got a good idea of the feelings she might experience.
But wouldn't that mean I'm just pushing it all on you?
It's alright. There are all kinds of people, and the examples you observed are just the most extreme cases.
Freaking hell, the plant never blooms. And if it never blooms, then why... I know. Like, how do you explain it to her without her getting upset? Answer, you can't.
Okay.
Let's go back and tell her.
Oh, she's gonna cry. She's gonna goddamn cry.
Huh? It'll never bloom? But how's that possible? If a plant is unable to bloom, doesn't that mean it can't reproduce either?
She meant,
all that's left for it to do is slowly wither away.
She meant to convey a message through the plant's true nature.
Are you saying she never intended to return? Seriously? So everything she said was a lie?
Yeah. And the biggest part is how you handle it.
But she meant well. Since the separation was inevitable, She hoped that you would be able to come to grips with such a cruel parting a little later in life.
She really cared about you.
Yeah. Her love, care, and attention to you?
I guess she had hoped that you could understand and respect her choice after learning the truth.
I see. Sorry, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's just so much to take in.
Because you kept saying to yourself, why won't it bloom, why won't it bloom? Oh, and now it can't bloom. Oh, shit. Now the other truth I gotta take in. Now what?
The dreams are so beautiful. Yet reality is heartlessly cold.
Yeah.
I really thought she had come back. I had so much to tell her.
We're trying to investigate these dreams. I can understand your grief.
These dreams may not be as pure and beautiful as they seem. Some kind of power may be exploiting your feelings.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I wasn't able to get in touch with that. I just saw a pattern. I didn't know why there was a pattern.
Really?
Yes. So with that in mind, until our investigation is completed, please return to the event and ignore any...
I see. Thank you for rescuing me, and sorry for the trouble. Luckily, the plant didn't get hurt either.
I don't think you should worry about the plant, but yeah. The good thing the plant did get hurt.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything left to remember her by.
Okay. The little plant.
Thanks, Traveler in Paimon. She seems to have finally accepted the truth, but I think she'll still need a long time to come to terms with her feelings.
However long it took for her to, lie to herself and get over that is how long it'll take.
I saw her waver the moment you mentioned love. It was almost like a gentle rain, arriving just in time to put out a fire that was about to spread.
It's because people have something called empathy.
Yeah!
Empathy? I see. This is valuable knowledge indeed.
How could you not know about empathy?
By the way, you said there may be something that's trying to exploit their feelings. Any idea what that might be?
Yes. What's common between Ilmon and Katya's cases is that they've both lost someone dear to them.
How many other people are we gonna deal with that lost someone of them?
And now, they get to meet the people they cherish in their dreams again. And the people feel more real than anything a regular dream could hope to create. Instead of interpreting it as a result of their longing, I have to consider a more antagonistic explanation. Someone is taking advantage of their longing.
Why would... Because what would be the motive? It's a personal motive? Someone is a bit of a narcissist? The only reason someone would take advantage of somebody else is usually to put others down and raise yourself up. So, who's raising themselves up?
Yeah, they're just causing these people to dream. What are they after?
Status? Reassurance? Ego?
This is exactly what we need to investigate. Anyway, let's pay another visit to a moment of dreams.
Who are we gonna find? Are we gonna find a narcissist at the bottom of all of it, or is it something else?
I have a bad feeling about all this.
I have a bad thing about this cliche.
We're back. How's everything here?
Everyone's falling asleep. Out in the middle of nowhere.
I am so sorry, Great Dendro Archon. We're still trying to figure out how to explain the whole thing to everyone. Because of your warning, we've brought dreamers here even if they were completely unaware of the danger.
What?
But some of them have already fallen asleep, and they haven't woken up for a long time. I fear there's nothing we can do about it.
And they haven't woken up for a very long...
We don't have enough staff members to handle this.
We are short-handed enough as it is, cliche.
Just as I expected. It seems my guess was correct.
What was your guess? That somebody's taking advantage of it? Does it have something to do with the academia? Or does it have something to do with the Fatui?
It's the Dendro Archon. She's back.
Yes, she is. We said we were back, and somehow you didn't notice it. God.
What happened? Why have we been gathered here?
Many of you here have been experiencing some beautiful dreams. But I'm sorry to tell you that based on our investigation, there's some kind of conspiracy behind them.
Conspiracy?
Before we learn the truth, please don't try to recreate the scenes in your dreams.
Huh? But
I don't think it's a big deal. Aren't we just dreaming? It's not like dreams will have an effect on others.
Well, it kind of did. Where someone almost walked off the cliff or got into some monsters, so... yeah.
We've already met 2 people who ran off to the countryside alone and got caught in dangerous situations by falling to the temptations in their dreams.
That's right! These aren't just dreams! It's serious!
Alright, I get it.
Do you?
so does that mean once we have some conclusive results from the investigation, we can continue to enjoy these dreams?
No. Not until we figure out who it was.
Yeah, I still want to visit my sister in my dreams.
It depends on the results of our investigation. No, not necessarily.
I'm sorry if what I'm about to say sounds a little offensive, Great Dendro Archon, but...
I don't accept what you have to say, and I'm going to overrule what you said because I don't want to listen to the truth.
We had a discussion with the folks who just arrived here. In all of our dreams, we were able to reunite with people who were very close to us. They all seemed as if they were alive again, which makes us reluctant to wake up.
So it's not just the people who went, it's almost everybody.
Yes, that's also what we've observed in our investigation.
So if the results of this investigation would mean an end to those dreams, that'd be quite cruel to us.
Yeah, but it's also a lie, so...
All of us understand the danger, but perhaps you can't quite understand just how much those people mean to us.
Maybe you can explain why they mean so much to you, and you wouldn't have to say that.
I don't think everyone will be on board with the plan to abandon these dreams for good.
Even if it kills them?
Before the conclusion of the investigation, they'll at least want to meet the people in their dreams one last time and say goodbye.
We've never had such a difficult situation before. It appears that not many people are willing to cooperate.
Because not many people can handle the truth, and therefore they're like, oh, I never get to see my loved ones again. But for some odd reason, I can handle it.
So they still want to return to their dreams despite knowing the danger?
Yeah. Because the feeling of wanting to see somebody is greater than the actual real-life scenario of actually getting killed. Everyone has their own perspectives. Clearly say who's right and wrong.
That's right. Compared with these sweet and beautiful dreams, our warnings of danger are dull and emotionless. It looks like the situation will inevitably spiral out of control. The more time we waste, the more people will ignore our warnings and return to their alluring dreams.
So, what should we do?
Ah, dang it. We gotta deal with whoever's doing something about it.
Seems we have to go into a dream and find out the truth for ourselves.
Yes. And that's your job.
Petrush, is there anyone here who's experiencing a marvelous dream right now?
Well, oh god. Well, if they're fine with dying, then let's finish them off ourselves. Oh dear god, Patrick. Why, Patrick? Why? Why? You had to take one of my ideas and put it all on everybody else.
Let me think.
Good. Please take us there.
Okay. Wait, what?
This lady refused to heed our warnings and fell asleep here a little earlier.
Who? Her? Her?
She's only asleep and hasn't started sleepwalking. It seems she hasn't sunk too deep into her dream yet.
Do we also need to fall asleep?
Don't worry about that. I'm Lesser Lord Kusanali after all.
Interesting how you don't mention the greater.
Now, don't be nervous. Just close your eyes. Imagine yourselves as you slowly wash over the shore.
What? Sleep while standing up? Wow. Sleep while standing up. Oh, okay.
What's wrong, Traveler? You look a little disoriented.
It was the brother. Seems like the whole stream situation is getting to me too. Even the Traveler.
Really? Paimon didn't notice anything.
It was just for a split second.
Anyway, seems like we've made it into the dream.
I thought we would arrive at some familiar scene, but we seem to have landed in a familiar place.
Wow, so many giant plants, even in the sky!
Theoretically, we should have gone straight into Debbie's dream. Things do seem to have gone a bit sideways here.
Huh.
Anyway, let's see if we can find any leads.
Okay, now what? What is this? What is this? Alright, now I get to use Nahida for this one. Alright, all of you, get over here! Every single last one of you.
Right now, right here, emerge. Yeah.
Come on! Get frickin' roasted hyperbloomed. Yeah, uh-oh. More.
I'm always watching. Right here, right now.
Boom. There we go. Oh.
Shadows of fate.
Come on, hyperbloom! Yeah! Hyperbloom! Yeah. There we go. Who? Here. Where? Who? I wonder where this goes.
A door? Wonder where it could lead. Well, it's
That-
not like we have any other way to go now.
That's a portal. Ooh. Now what? Okay, we're back in Aru Village. Or no, we're still in Sumeru. This is just at one of the restaurants.
Hey, this place looks familiar. Isn't it Puspa Cafe? Oh, Paimon sees Debbie. She's right over there. Looks like we've come to the right place.
These alluring dreams often portray a scene from real life, which concurs with our previous finding.
Really? But what about that space we were in just now?
The dreams may be connected.
You can't mean this is another collective dream?
Collective dream.
Yes. Given that so many people have been experiencing these beautiful dreams, I would say it's very likely that they're interconnected.
Are they hooked up to a dream matrix somehow?
Compared to an interconnected dream, independent individual dreams would be much harder to manage and manipulate.
Ah, Paimon gets it. Oh, but there are some other people next to her. Are they dreaming too?
If this space is exclusive to Debbie's dream, then the others beside her are most likely the people she cherishes. Anyway, we should confirm that first.
How do we do that?
I don't know.
Just leave it to me.
You're gonna step in and go do something about it. Tapping Nahida's elemental skill. All schemes to know. Allows her to hear the inner thoughts of those hit by the skill. Hold Nahida's elemental skill to select a specific person to hear their inner thoughts. There may be many in the dreamscape. Hearts cannot be read by all things seem to know. Oops. You.
I see everything.
Does it work? Not everybody, but... Does it work on you?
Everyone hold hands.
Nope. Okay, so I gotta use Nahida to read minds.
The coffee here still tastes the same. You two have traveled all around Tibet. Surely you've all tasted better coffee than this.
I suppose so, but no matter how good things may be elsewhere, nothing beats the taste of home.
That's right. It's hard to change your tastes.
Yes.
Anyway, here's to your return home. Welcome back, everyone.
Also, it's really easy to drink out of an empty cup. There's nothing inside that cup. Use elemental skill.
Hey!
There we go. Okay, that should do it.
Huh. How could they be? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Huh? She sounds a little hesitant. I've confirmed that this dream belongs only to Debbie, because I'm unable to hear the thoughts of the other two people with her.
So, this is the power of the Dendro Archon?
Yes! To go into dreams, read minds, and you can only read the minds of people who are real.
Paimon had better watch her thoughts from now on.
Yes.
Don't worry. I don't often use my powers like this. It's rather impolite. Alright. I need to get myself ready. It won't be easy to break it to her, but there's no avoiding it now.
Nothing about this is real. Not even the game itself.
The Great Dendro Archon! What brings you here?
funny how you don't mention the Traveler or Paimon, but okay. And meanwhile, I use her to read people's minds all the time. Oh god. I gotta get Nahida at some point, but I'm having a hard time getting new characters. I got several new characters, and I gotta work on them, but that's just a whole other story.
I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration, but have you noticed that what's happening here?
I don't quite understand, Great Dendro Archon. What do you mean?
I get it. The Dendro Archon is trying to say that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we're able to gather here.
Nahida gets put in the banner in the next phase. That's gonna be so hard to get. I gotta save up 10 purple stuff. And even with the Primo Gems that I already have, it's still not gonna be enough.
Hey, how about a cup of coffee for all of you? My treat.
Memories. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
Think carefully. You of all people should know what really happened to them.
So she knows them, and she misses them because they were in it. It was tragic to them, wasn't
Are
it?
you sure that meeting here and chatting the day away like this isn't just a product of your own wishful thinking?
Yes. The reports from the Steambird were true. The ship they were on struck a reef and sank. And I never heard from Basima and Gaspar again.
Hey, come on now. What are you talking about, Debbie?
You're not real.
Yeah, trust your memories. Nothing you see here is real.
I get it now. This is a dream. But since it's my dream, it doesn't matter if this is real or not. I enjoy the way things are here. I no longer have to face the tragedies of real life. These friends mean the world to me. Nobody else can understand me like they do. There's nothing wrong with continuing this dream. Is there?
I never said there was, but now that you bring it up...
I'm worried that if you were to continue dreaming like this, the lines between dreams and reality will gradually become too blurred for you. These dreams will always give you what you want, while reality remains full of pain and difficult situations. If you're not careful, you can get hurt.
Don't worry. I still have control.
Are you sure?
Hey, how about we put all this troublesome stuff aside and get back to our coffee and snacks, Whether it's just a dream or real life, you should be happy.
Yeah, but here's the biggest problem. Whatever is trying to reassure her here is only going to make it worse on the outside because the horrible realization is that you two did not survive.
You can't just brush off something like this. We don't even know how you people got here or where you even came from.
These are important people to Debbie.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. I understand that you're just trying to look out for me.
It seems that for now, this place is still relatively harmless, but I wonder if there's any way to go deeper into the dream.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I once heard a strange voice tell me that there's an entrance here.
Expected. We're only on the surface of this dream.
There. Oop. Okay, where do we go this time? Are we back in that interconnected tub?
What are we doing here? Wait a second. We were just up there. No, down there? Did we go up or down?
It doesn't make a difference.
Don't panic. This is how dreams work.
There's no consistency or structure.
We've left Debbie's dream, but the dream is still continuing onward. This dream has the ability to create imaginary people, which is why people are so unwilling to wake up.
If it weren't for what we just saw, Paimon might still find that a bit hard to believe.
I have a guess. If these dreams are connected, then there should be some sort of order to them. The fact that Debbie was able to realize that she was dreaming means she is not very deep in the dream yet.
So we gotta push her deep? In which case, how do we push her deep?
But the space we're in has been turned upside down. Do you remember the characteristics of dreams that I mentioned earlier?
No.
Oh, right! Dreams are chaotic.
That's right. It's possible that we're heading deeper into this dream.
Right! So the answers might be waiting for us deeper in the dream.
Yeah.
Yes. and we should get ready for whatever we may encounter.
Ah, dang it. Well, at least I have Nahida on my side to deal with whatever's there.
It looks like we may need to put something inside there.
Like what? This? What are we gonna put in there? Here? Okay, now let's get started. What is this? Uh-oh.
Grow.
Come on, Nahida.
Decided by destiny. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Alright. Oop. Come on. Nice. Got all of them.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Now, I want to know what her ultimate is.
Make yourselves at home.
Ooh. Nice. That's what the ultimate is.
Help! This might hurt a little.
Right here.
Did I kill you all? I killed you all. Okay. I sometimes feel like I haven't killed them all. But maybe that's just me. We're in a dream state now, so you're never ever able to be 100% what?
Whoa. When it rains, it seems to disappear slowly.
Yes, and it appears again as soon as the rain stops. It's less like a flower, and more like a dendro slime that's trying to keep out of sight.
Here we go again with Nahida's analogy.
Come on.
Right here.
Okay, that's there. Boom. This is so easy hyper bloom since it's all restraining.
Wait. Paimon's confused. Are we up here or down there? Good thing we didn't fall.
Yes, we did. We just fell upwards.
That's not helping, Nahida.
So we've reversed gravity?
No clue what's going on anymore.
I have some idea. That's just me. Okay.
Wait, weren't we already here a little earlier?
The other guy's dream.
This is probably Ilmon's.
Huh? Why would he start dreaming again?
Because you didn't listen.
Yes, but it seems that the danger isn't enough to stop him from longing for his wife.
Based on what we've learned so far, he must be sleeping more deeply for his dreams to appear.
Unfortunately, he already knows this from before.
So we'll be able to wake him up. Okay. Now, and he's here with his wife. Ugh. Yes.
Oh, it's you. Incredible. I didn't know you would appear in my dream, too.
Did you say dream? Wait, so you know this is a dream?
So he is aware.
Of course. Such good things rarely happen to me in real life these days. Here, let me introduce everyone. This is Minar, my wife who I mentioned before. And this is our daughter, Hydar.
Your wife is dead.
Hello. It's a great honor to meet the Dendro Archon.
Whoa, Dad! You know the Dendro Archon? And what's this? Is it a new toy?
Wow, Paimon referred to as a toy in the game.
No, it's Paimon, not a toy!
No, that's Patrick!
Anyway, now's not the time for that! Nahida, this doesn't seem to add up with what we were expecting.
Actually, it kinda does.
You're right. Let me think for a bit here.
He went in back on his own, didn't he?
Oh, right! We didn't see him in a moment of dreams earlier.
Sorry. I just had to make sure that Hydar could get a chance to see her mother. I had gotten pretty familiar with the hike, so I brought Hydar with me.
Yes, I'm glad too. I didn't expect her to grow up so fast. It must have been very hard for him. I regret not being able to fulfill my role as a wife and a mother.
No.
Do now! Should we tell him the truth?
I think he already knows the truth. The fact that he knows it's a dream should follow that he also knows the truth, but then again, can you also be aware of the dream and not of the truth? I don't know.
You can let me break the news. I should be the one to do it.
Because we did it last time?
I'm sorry, but I should tell you that your dream did not create us. We are real people with our own consciousness. Like the last time we met, we are still investigating this dream, and we've already learned some things about it.
So you mean there's something nefarious with this dream as well?
Yeah.
It seems the reunion of our family.
Is Mom leaving?
Mom left a long time ago and never picked up the milk. So, yeah.
Maybe. But in all likelihood, that is indeed how things will end.
Oh, no, Mom, you can't leave!
I'm afraid I don't quite understand what's going on.
You're fake.
Don't worry, Haidar. Mom's not going anywhere.
Minar doesn't understand any of this.
Because she's not real.
I'm fully aware that this is a dream. So that's why I've never told her the truth, but never mind. It's not like I would know what to say. I mean, I don't get any of the complicated stuff. But regardless of whether this dream is good or bad, you're here to resolve it, right?
You're gonna let me resolve it?
Yes.
Then please, let us enjoy this moment, regardless of whatever caused this dream to come to pass. I feel extremely grateful to have had the chance to reunite with my family.
Okay.
But does this dream really have to disappear?
Yeah. If Nahida can handle it, then everybody else should handle it.
I'm afraid so. Sorry.
Okay, please, come this way. You can go even deeper into the dream by heading in this direction.
Off the cliff.
I have heard that the further down you go, the more pleasant the dreams become. The answer you're looking for may also be found there. Go ahead.
Interesting, there's like a second copy of it over there.
Thank you for helping us.
You're welcome. It's not like I have any I'll be right behind you. I should have... Otherwise, my daughter might be mad at her mother after we wake up.
Okay. So we gotta jump off the cliff.
We're not doing something bad, are we, Nahida?
No.
That depends on how you define good and bad.
Without their consent? Ooh, we're back here.
It's the same place again. This place is almost like a flight of stairs that connects all the dreams together.
It's more like a Penrose stairs, which is itself its own optical illusion.
But they appear to be getting more and more aggressive. Regular stairs wouldn't try to attack us.
Let's recap what we learned so far.
Right. Something seems to be off about our theory.
What was our theory again?
Ilmon is clearly aware that he's dreaming, and he's enjoying it. Rather than dreaming on a deeper level, he almost seemed more awake.
So, there's a half and half thing there?
I believe we're on the right track, but we just need another explanation.
That people aren't dreaming, and they're being subconsciously controlled from a faraway thing?
It's not that the dreams are getting deeper, it's the owner's attachment to the dreams that's getting stronger.
Okay.
But you would never mistake dreams for real life, right?
Although sometimes I almost wish I could... No.
Sometimes, Paimon almost wishes her dreams could be real, but it's just a quick thought. It's not long before Paimon's thinking about other things, like sticky honey roast.
I know what you mean.
Listen, we're real beings living in the real world. This also explains the insubstantiality of our dreams. No matter what they may become, we don't really care.
Yeah, but here's the thing. People hate life. People hate reality. So they want to escape it for 1 second just to see something not part of reality. So it's an escape. But I know people should focus on reality, but there's kind of the underlying thing where they kind of want to focus on fantasy, because that's it. Some people would rather believe a comfortable lie than the horrible truth. And that's what these dreams here are all about.
But if we decide to abandon reality and embrace our dreams, then our dreams will become far more substantial.
Sounds like a political movement.
Oh, wait! Paimon's starting to get it now.
Wait, what?
Your mind will begin to build the dream far more attentively, which in turn will make it feel more real. Do you remember how the Akasha can turn dreams into jnana energy?
Jnana energy?
Constructing a realistic dream consumes a similar energy.
There's another dream out there that is responsible for this.
Does that mean there's a host of these dreams here like Milu during the Subzerus Fest? If we wake that person up, dream will end, right?
Mm-hmm. Most likely.
So how do we find the real person who's dreaming?
But the collective dream in Sumeru City was created by the Akasha, and now the Akasha has been turned off. This has nothing to do with the Aranara, and humans are not capable of creating a collective dream, which means...
The host has something to do with the Akasha, but... Does that mean Nahida's dreaming?
Huh? So, did someone manage to restart the Akasha?
But Nahida was the one who turned it off, but who wanted to turn it back on?
That's impossible. But they are probably a scholar of the academia who had a close connection with the Akasha. Even so, how did they manage to do it? And how did they choose the host?
So the academia is responsible, but why do they want to turn the Akasha back on?
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the end yet. Once we know their motive...
Okay. Okay. Kasha. Yep. And now we gotta face you.
Sharing my knowledge. I
Boom.
see everything.
Delve into destiny,
Oh,
written
yeah.
in the stars. Emerge, right now.
Boom! Hyper Bloom! Oh. Okay, do we have to go here, or we're just resetting something? Okay.
Let me scry.
We're resetting something.
Spring forth!
3, 2, 1. Done.
Right here, right now, right here. Nothing lasts forever. Fate is upon you.
Did I kill them all? Yeah, I killed them all. Okay, now... we gotta go through another door. But over here... Flip side! From one reality to the next.
All the water that used to be here has turned into rain!
Then let's get through here before the water level rises.
Now I'm in the pink world. The green world and the pink world. And Jesus my way to victory.
We finally made it! The destination is right ahead!
There, I Jesus my way. Jesus! You brought the comet to the earth!
A new place!
Oh god. Wait, is this, Sumeru, or...
Well, it's just new to Paimon in this dream.
Caravan Ribbot?
This should be the final destination.
Huh? Really?
Caravan Ribbot?
Yeah, these are just...
These are ordinary city streets.
I have powers related to dreams, so it's usually easy for me to tell who's dreaming and who's created by dreams. I guess only those who have thoroughly accepted this dream will be able to come here.
There are so many people here. How can we find the host?
Don't worry, I have a way.
Okay, look for clues. No. Ooh.
Anissa's always so calm. I wish I were the same.
So are you
He's
dreaming?
just in an ordinary dream, so it shouldn't be him.
Okay, so... maybe we gotta find somebody with a not-so-ordinary dream. Ilman, Einar.
Who doesn't want a dream to last forever?
He's just entered the dream recently. It's definitely not him.
Amira.
However,
Mosias? We haven't seen him before. So... what would an academic student...
You know, I've heard that plants grow better if you play music for them.
Oh no, wait. This is Amiria.
And on that note, it's been a while since I last heard you play.
Sorry, I've been a little busy these last couple days.
He's like, oh, I'm depressed. And then I'll walk with you again.
Oh, the Dendro Archon. What a pleasant surprise.
Are you the host? You are too professional, like a scholar, to be in dreams like these. Why would a scholar from the academia be here?
Oh, welcome, Great Dendro Archon. I'm Amira. I run the flower shop here. And this is my husband, Moses.
Yes, how may we help you?
You already know all about me. There's no need for all the pleasantries. Perhaps I should call you the dream's owner?
As expected of the Dendro Archon. I'm sorry, Amira. It seems my research has attracted the Dendro Archon's attention. Why don't you go back to the flower shop? I'll come help you a little later.
Your research is putting people in danger. Why?
Okay, of course, dear.
Why does he's behind all of this?
It appears that I was too naive to think I could deceive the Dendro Archon in person like this.
Well, concerning the fact that it's a dream, I wouldn't say it's in person, but yeah.
To avoid looking like too much of a fool, allow me to ask the first question. How well would you say you understand this dream?
I don't know, but I think that's irrelevant.
This dream was built by the Akasha, and it has the power to create imaginary people who no longer exist in the real world. As for you, you found a unique way to become the owner of this dream, going so far as to have even given up the ability to wake up again.
Given up the ability to wake up?
Permanent coma.
Impressive. You truly are the embodiment of wisdom. Please, tell me how you were able to arrive at such a conclusion. In return, I'll answer the question you're most curious about.
It's simple. Apart from you, this space only consists of real people who are dreaming and imaginary people who are created here. Although you are here and appear no different from the others, I can't sense your dream. How can I wake up a person who's already awake?
Is he awake?
Fascinating.
Since you're the fully awake owner of this dream, it can never collapse from you waking up. Theoretically, this should also give you absolute control over this place. I have to admit, it really doesn't get much better than that. But even knowing all of that, one question remains. How did you do it?
I think the better question is why.
Isn't the answer right in front of you, great Dendro Archon? It's because I've dedicated my entire reality to this dream. I uploaded my entire consciousness into the Akasha when it was still running.
So, he's not even real? Your entire consciousness?
Actually, this all started because of an accident. My original goal was not about the Akasha or a collective dream.
Then why?
No. You were motivated above all to create a hyper-realistic person. The desire to reconnect with a real loved one is the one shared sentiment between all our dreamers.
That's right. However, human models are too complicated. Only the Akasha has a jnana energy supply powerful enough for me to generate and sustain my models. The Akasha is truly magnificent. If I siphoned a minuscule amount of its energy, nobody would even notice. And even this minuscule amount of energy was already more than enough for my purposes. Even using just crude methods, I was still able to train a fairly realistic person.
It's still a fake person.
I named my first work Amira.
So she's not even real. But was she ever real in the first place? Or is it just someone you've created literally out of nothing?
Huh? You mean the girl we just saw?
She and I entered the academia on the same day. Starting with admission procedures, we bumped into each other 6 times on just that first day.
So she is real, but...
And because of that one day, we eventually went on to fall in love. We studied, conducted research, and made breakthroughs together. Our rhythm was always in step. I felt like we were 2 separate bodies that shared the same heart. However, Elazar later took her from me. Yes.
Oh wait, as you're gathering others like you?
Mira's personality.
Yeah, so I was right. He was using other people's emptiness to fill his emptiness.
I found their details in the Akasha's database. Using the pretext of testing for mental health disorders, I implanted signaling devices in their bodies.
And you completely did something completely unethical and disregarded the consent of every single patient you ever come across. Trademark.
This way I could connect them to a network, and Amira could feel their yearning. Little by little, they helped her to grow and develop a warm, human personality.
Uh-huh.
To improve my efficiency and allow myself to focus on nothing but my research, I uploaded my consciousness as well.
So, technically speaking, it's not that you won't wake up, it's that you can't wake up.
He's a dreamer who has no body. So he uploaded his consciousness, but he's just the example of a consciousness that literally can't go back to the real world.
Yes, because the Akasha was suddenly turned off, I lost all of my jnana energy. I became imprisoned in the very network I had constructed. At first, I panicked. But, after coming to grips with the situation, I realized that I could restart this world as long as I could find a replacement source of jnana energy.
That means everyone in the network is providing you with jnana energy!
That's all there really is to it. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just saving them as well as myself. I provide a beautiful dream, and in return, I harvest their jnana energy as fuel for the dream.
Yeah, well, you're kind of taking away the boundaries of reality and fantasy at this point, so you're kind of blurring the lines there.
They can wake up anytime they wish. People need to sleep anyway, so why not have some beautiful dreams while they rest?
I agree. This is the home we spent a great deal of effort on to build for ourselves.
Or it's not even real.
Yeah, she's right. We're staying here of our own free will.
I don't understand this at all, but I just want to spend some more time with my family.
Thank you, dear. Great Dendro Archon, I hope you can understand.
You don't need to gather around here. It's all right. The Great Dendro Archon is nothing if not kind and considerate towards her people. She won't interfere with what we're doing here.
Uh-oh, now he's playing dirty.
Yeah, by getting literally everybody to agree. He turned the real dreamers against us. Used imaginary people he created to influence the real people.
It seems like I won't need you to answer my last question. You're willing to tell me all your secrets because you have nothing to fear. If you use real people as your weapon and turn them against their Archon, then there's nothing the Archon can do.
They just want to be with the people they cherish. I don't think there's anything wrong with me providing them with that opportunity.
You're just feeding the emptiness. That's kind of something wrong.
They don't wish to eternally part with their spouses and friends. What's so wrong about that?
Says the person whose eyes are shaking while asking that question.
If you understood humans a little better, or had also experienced firsthand the absolute devastation of loss, then perhaps you wouldn't be so cold towards us.
People do experience loss, and it's not a question of being cold. Sometimes you can't avoid loss all the time. You gotta come to grips with it. You don't know the first thing about her.
If you had used your talents and determination for a just cause, you could have become a sage of the new generation. Unfortunately, you've committed one of the 6 cardinal sins of the Academia by attempting the forbidden and fearing none. You equated people's feelings with cold jnana energy and deprived them of the pain that they have to face. You lured them into these dreams, and even now, remain completely unaware of how evil all of this truly is.
Pain? Luring? Those kinds of things haven't existed here from the moment this world was created.
She's right here. This is Ilmon's child, Haidar.
Huh? My daughter? What's wrong with her?
This dream relies on a set network, which means that only those with devices planted in their bodies can enter this world. Carefully think back and retrace your steps.
I secretly went back to the mountainside with Haidar. Minar was already there waiting for me, and Haidar was able to see her mother.
So he also planted an implant in Haidar.
You mean...
Oh, she's also imaginary? Like, she never went with you?
No, because unlike you, she can't enter this dream. The moment you came into this dream, it created a Haidar to realize your wish of reuniting with your family. So, tell me, where's the real Haidar?
Outside, waiting for you. And that's the real pain of her... he's so focused of avoiding the pain of his wife, he's creating a scenario of creating the pain of avoiding his own daughter.
She's still out there on the mountainside.
That's right. And she must have been terrified to see her father not in his right mind. Not to mention the monsters in that area. The situation is very dangerous.
If Hydar's still out there, then...
You're subjecting her to danger. Someone you care about, you're putting her. So you don't care when it's you who's in danger, but when it's someone else you actually do care about.
What are you talking about, Dad? I don't understand.
I must wake up right now. I can't leave her there alone.
Oh.
And everybody else is relating to that one person's experience.
It seems the others have also remembered something. People try to avoid pain and stay in their perceived bubbles of safety out of an instinct to protect themselves. This is human nature, but it is also one of the weaknesses. However, why are there still so many people striving to move forward, even when they know the path ahead is dangerous and painful?
Because it's one way of accepting pain and suffering in an effort to keep going. That's kind of the price of progressivism.
It's because people don't only live for themselves.
It's for other people.
They have families, loved ones, friends, and communities. They have dreams that they are still trying to achieve. But in this dream, you showed them only the most comfortable and soothing things. This entire world has been built on the foundation of buried and unseen pain. It's all just a well-devised scam.
It seems like I've stayed in the dream for too long.
And when everybody leaves?
I still have so many things I haven't done.
Funny how we convinced everybody.
I thought gods didn't understand humans. That would have explained why they created such a flawed world where countless tragedies took place. I didn't expect you to arrive at the answer through sheer power of observation. But unfortunately, it means nothing now. If you wanted to spend a little time in the waking world, go right ahead. In any case, I wanted to spend some time alone with Amira. As long as this dream continues to exist, you'll come back. Humans aren't as strong as you think. And even if you're a god, they won't always listen to you. It's time to purge all the extraneous data and noise.
You gonna try to push us out? Oh, you are.
Be careful!
Ow.
All of you, please get out of here and find somewhere safe.
Get.
I am the master of this dream. I can create endless waves of monsters with the snap of a finger. Don't worry, they'll wake up before they get hurt. Amira doesn't like to see others in pain.
Come on, Hyper Bloom!
If you know what's good
Come on! Oh yeah.
Leave now!
No. You shut up. You shut your mouth. You.
Make yourselves at home.
Ow.
Written in the stars.
Alright, who wants to get smacked?
Right now.
Come on, Hyper Bloom! There we go. Come on, Hyper Bloom! I couldn't get it.
Grow! Let's change tactics.
Okay.
Emerge.
Boom! Oh! Uh-oh. Oh,
This might hurt a little.
crap.
Let me scry.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Come on.
Fate is upon you.
Committed to memory.
Nice. There we go.
Shadows of fate.
Oh, wait.
Come on out. Right here. Emerge. I'm always watching.
Boom. Get! Lightning struck multiple times in a row. Despite being absolute, it still didn't work.
You haven't won just yet.
Actually, we have.
This dream is mine! If I go into hiding here, not even an Archon can ever find me. And as long as people yearn for happiness, they will return here and rebuild this paradise!
Hey, stop! What's that? This dream is spiraling out of control and is collapsing now.
What the hell? All the fake.
Oh no. Amira. Amira! 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 Are you alright?
I don't feel well.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Well, you want to keep this dream? My guess is that's the end of him. Amira?
Right now.
Get away from there. Don't ruin my flowers.
Right.
What should I do? Where did it go?
Come on. Ah, yeah, come on.
Because he doesn't want you anymore.
Oh, God.
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Come on. Hyper Bloom. Hyper Bloom.
Written in the stars.
Woo. Yeah.
I see everything. Make
Ah,
yourselves
crap.
at home.
I gotta charge my controller. Come on. Why am I hopping on things?
Glad that's over. But
Yes.
what happened just now?
The dream collapsed on itself and turned everybody into monsters, which makes me wonder if this is the connection to monsters?
He's not very proficient in using the Akasha's technology, and he spent a lot of Jnana energy creating monsters. Now the system is out of control. All the people he created also turned into monsters, including Amira.
Yeah. Now you want to keep the dream going?
It's terrible, even for a dream.
Even Paimon's freaked out. Paimon can't imagine what they're going through.
Like a horrible nightmare. Yeah. It kind of is.
The good news is that the chaos seems to have subsided. Now we only need to wake up the people here and let them return to their real lives.
Amira. My dear Amira. They're all gone. It was just a big dream after all.
Yeah! So, you kind of lied to yourself there.
I couldn't change my fate. And my knowledge turned out to be useless. What a cruel world.
Do you still think this is our fault?
I don't care about that anymore. The Jnana energy used to sustain this dream has all been transformed into monsters. This dream will soon collapse and my consciousness along with it. Let me disappear with Amira. I'd rather turn into dust than to ever wake up again.
It seems that everything that's happened is too much for him. He's lost all hope.
Yeah, well, normally people who want to wake up learn their lesson, and normally people can only learn their lesson if they're not being killed, but I'm pretty sure this is one lesson he won't be able to learn, because people learn their lesson when they're being killed. So, there's no way he can ever learn after all this.
I think seeing Amira turn into a monster was punishment enough for him. After comprehending the hollowness of the unreal, it's time to revisit the meaning of existence.
Yeah, continuity and structure.
Existence? I'm different from the others. I've long given up everything outside of my consciousness.
Using my knowledge of the Akasha, I have a way to extract your consciousness from here and put it inside a knowledge capsule. The Academia has probably kept your body, so you should be able to wake up soon.
So it's not tragic for him. He's actually gonna pull through with this.
No need. Just let me disappear. Reality means nothing to me now.
Nah, you get to live.
This isn't compassion. I won't let you escape your punishment by simply disappearing.
Yeah.
As for your life after that, it will be up to you how you want to exist. Alright, Traveler and Paimon, we should go back.
So we solved the problem and we found the source of it all.
We can finally wrap up this whole thing.
Okay. Was it a narcissist? Or someone who was a little bit empty? I guess in some way he was a narcissist.
Uh-huh.
Is that a subtle reminder? Is she getting distracted?
Nahida? Oh, nothing. Let's tell the people here to gather at a moment of dreams after they wake up.
Yes, please, and thank you.
Oh, great. You're awake.
Yes.
Everybody has started to wake up, and we've heard similar reports from around the city as well.
Yes, we figured out the problem.
From the looks of it, you were able to successfully resolve the issue.
It was someone from the Academia, of course, who wanted to try, who uploaded their consciousness to a machine, aka the Akasha, and tried to create a dream world of his own liking, feeding off the emptiness of others, then fueling the emptiness of himself. That's what happened.
Yes, though it took us a good deal of effort. There will be many people gathering here shortly, so please do your best to maintain order. I need to go to the academia with them now, but we'll be back soon.
Okay. I want to finish this off from the moment of dreams.
About that scholar?
Deliver the knowledge capsule.
But it may take some time for him to wake up after his...
Where? Here?
We can leave the rest to the Matra.
Oh, no, wait.
Oh, it's the great Dendro Archon. How can I help you?
I would like to check the registration records of the War Scholar.
Okay, just a moment.
Oh, God!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Dendro Archon. We have confirmed that there's a scholar named Beinuni who's been unconscious for a while. The cause was improper operation of the Akasha. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, and is still receiving treatment at Bimarstan.
Huh? Isn't his name Moses?
I guess he didn't want to be recognized or bothered by anyone.
Or maybe he knew that by changing his name, he tried to cover his tracks from being revived.
Please, give the knowledge stored in this to the Matra, and ask them to import it into Beinuni's brain.
Wow, brain surgery, or implanting knowledge.
Understood. But for safety reasons, I need to know why.
Because the person who did that, is kinda punished, and he's not gonna avoid punishment by choosing the easy way out.
It's simple. This contains his consciousness. It's long been trapped inside of a dream. He's committed an act that affected the safety of Sumeru. After he wakes up, I'll inform the General Mahamatra of all the details.
I see. I'll take care of this right away.
No problem. Alright. Everyone should have gathered at a moment of dreams, but...
Okay. Drop.
Let's be quiet and just listen in.
Or be loud and proud and let everybody know we're here.
I wonder what she's going to say.
Hello, all of you who have just woken up. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful dreams. I may have acted a little cold when handling things in the dream. I sincerely apologize for that. Dreams have amazing power. They inspire us to remain resolute in the face of adversity. But dreams also have the potential to exploit people, confuse the senses, and distort the truth. Unfortunately, you are all chosen as prey for an elaborate scheme. As I've said before, I am still learning, and cannot fully empathize with the pain of all the loss you've experienced.
Or that. I forgot that part about Nahida's experience in the whole process.
But just take a good look around you, and you'll see many other people who have had similar experiences. You should be proud that you've been able to gather here and look toward the future together. The path of life is long, and it's hard for us to see the destination. This leads us to ask a lot of difficult questions.
I've been asking all those questions the whole entire time.
What's the meaning of life? What's the purpose of my existence? Why do I keep experiencing pain and loss? Of course, the most comfortable choice is to stop progressing. Give up thinking, and just keep repeating whatever you're already familiar with.
Or at that point, you basically be stuck in a rut.
Whenever you have such thoughts, just look at the people and things around you. Some people work hard all day so that their families can have a hot meal on the table. Some people travel all over the world in order to create art that resonates with all of Teyvat. Some venture in search of the world's secrets to prevent rapidly approaching, yet still unknown, world-shattering catastrophes.
In other words, you're living a comfortable life, so don't be unfair and start pitching in your work effort.
Life is not just about yourself. Each and every one of your actions shapes you and the world around you. Look, friends and family will remember what you've done, and even some people you've never met may benefit from your action. Therefore, many people will strive forward to forge new paths, even if they have to endure great pain to do so. Once you begin your journey on that same difficult yet rewarding path, you'll come to know the answers to those big existential questions. Yet they will no longer feel as life-defining as they did before.
Because experiences change from one moment to the next, even if said moment is a little bit distant from the last.
But if you were to believe that life is nothing but an empty, ephemeral dream, then that's also the only thing it'll ever become. You're free to choose how you want to live your lives, but as your Archon, I should first make this information known to everyone. In the end, it's up to you whether you want to embrace a beautiful dream at the cost of your real life.
I think...
Nahida said she wanted to speak with us alone.
Where?
It seems like she went to the plaza and...
There.
You're amazing, Nahida!
Well, he's very good at manipulating the weaknesses of human nature, but perhaps he himself had fallen prisoner to them long ago. That dream was incredibly beautiful and enticing. Ordinary people couldn't see through it and easily lost themselves within it. But as long as you can still wake up, you can still move forward with your life.
Yeah, and I believe Nahida has learned a lot. Similar to the Raiden Shogun from the Raiden Shogun story quest, but the Raiden Shogun had almost like a personality change with like being able to learn something. This is different because it's a new experience for Nahida, but she was never like she never got stuck in a stasis of mind, so to speak.
Huh? What makes you say that?
You can emphasize with others now, as if you didn't before, and how you were able to continue as an Archon before I even got here without emphasizing with others, I really wonder.
Right! You said that you didn't understand human feelings, but we saw how considerate you were with all these people. Your speech just now really connected with everyone.
Thank you. I've heard a lot of sad stories along this journey, and several of them have touched my heart.
She was locked up before you even got here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's really hard to emphasize when you're locked in prison.
You can't say that the victims of the dream really did anything wrong. And what they wanted was also not unreasonable. That's why I could understand them when they tried to resist us and protect the dream. But all of my understanding and stirred feelings probably can't even account for even 1% of the pain they've experienced.
Nah, because it's subjective at that point.
I don't think this 1% can be seen as an example of what you call empathy.
You're too hard on yourself, that's for sure.
Nobody is capable of having absolute empathy. You should be a little more confident in yourself.
Alright. I suppose going out into the world will help my confidence grow.
I need to unlock Nahida. I need Nahida on my team.
I've learned that emotions are nothing like knowledge, and that's why it's hard for me to put them into words sometimes. Beinuni, or Mercedes, said that I had never personally felt the pain of loss. But I have a vague feeling that this isn't true.
Did she actually remember?
The moment I entered the dream, I felt like I was wrapped in a blanket of warm feelings. It was so warm that it felt like I had returned to the start of my life. And I didn't want to wake up anymore.
So it's some type of connection, but she can't remember. Did she see something in the dream too?
But when I opened my eyes, the feeling was gone without a trace. If I have to make an analogy for it, I would say I can no longer see words on a piece of paper after they have been erased. But I can still see the slight indentations of where the words had been written. But now that I've experienced this dream, I think I can say with confidence that I won't dwell too much on the meaning of that warmth.
Agreed.
It's enough that I can tell I was once supported by that warmth, and its existence has allowed me to get to where I am today. If I dwell too much on its exact nature, I would be putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
I gave a speech to inspire my people, so if I were to fail to live up to those words myself, then that would be too embarrassing.
You'd be an absolute hypocrite, accusing others of things you get into yourself. Your good about has already shaped Nahida through her actions. Interesting, if Nahida can read minds here and there, why hasn't she reacted there? Better speech than a lot of politicians. Yeah. Even if she's forgotten Nahida's mind and willpower, proof that she once existed. Instead of telling her the truth, I should respect her decision.
What's with that serious look?
Nahida can read minds. The fact that the fact that the traveler can't help it, I don't think is an example of respecting, but maybe Nahida could tell.
You keep looking like there's something you want to say. Is there anything you want to tell me?
No. And even if you did know, I don't think you'd understand.
Since we just woke up, a new day is about to begin.
Yes. Please let me end the quest. Let me end the story quest. End the story quest, please, and thank you. Yes! Ah! So in the meantime, I need to stop it here because there's not much I can get through, and we'll all see you next week, Monday or Tuesday. All right, bye.